We are here now. We are going to see if the king of the hill will be Curry Governor, will it be Regenix, or will it be Lyto? The latter of those three competitors will be fighting now to see who gets the honor of fighting Curry Governor. We will see exactly what happens as we have our losers, finals competitors sitting down. Lyto is locked in and ready for the run back with Curry Governor, but Regenix is very ready for that run back with Lyto from earlier.
I don't doubt it. Regenix and Lyto sets always do go down to the wire, and there'll be a lot of readjustment from Regenix's part to note. I've just had to deal with a quick up-in-your-face brawler like Wolf. Now I'm going to be dealing with Palutena, so it's back to the more usual Mega Man style of slowing the pace down. Can you get back into that mindset quickly enough is going to be the Game 1 question at the very least. Again, if Achilles couldn't beat Regenix with me brawler, we're certainly not going to see Lyto try it. This will be Palutena through and through. They're having a good time, so let's see how it goes.
See, indeed, both are sat down, both are locked in. This is losers finals here. Regenix tag is limitless. Will we see the limitless potential of the super fighting robot break through the defenses of the goddess of light? Let's see as we continue here at King of the Hill, swinging at each other straight away. A double forward air into a dash attack and then into an up air for his troubles. Lyto is in the face of Mega Man and not wanting to get out of it. A beautiful reverse upward angle metal blade to just catch Lyto here, but unable to get back into proceedings at the moment without taking a little bit of damage is Regenix here. Just every time Regenix is landing a little hit with the metal blade or something, unable to convert with that, Lyto just swinging straight back at him.
But now the up smash is perfectly covering that landing option from Lyto. The up smash was there so soon before Lyto had actually drifted in, but it's still active enough to cover. But we have a ledge situation. Lyto weaving straight back out of it. Great comfort being shown at the moment, and the up air makes its debut for this particular set as well. Regenix is just throwing anything available, weaving around Palutena's defenses. That air dodge always, it can be scary, but the back air of Palutena, even scarier, takes stop number one.
Beautiful snipe there with the crash bomb, able to get back to the ledge and even pop Lyto into a dangerous situation, but you whiff the slash claw and you lose your stock for it as Lyto begins to tack on as much extra credit as is available. Goes to read the low recovery of Mega Man with a down air, and yeah, you're hitting those little bits now, but you got to do more than get those hits, Mega Man. You got to take those stocks, and Lyto looking to take another one there, just using the invincibility that comes with the dash attack to negate anything coming in. Instead, it's Regenix going in with the flame sword, wanting to tack on that bit more damage.
Well, there's the up air. That one is going to be a back air kill instead. Lyto did the right thing of not making any panic options out of the up air, but because he was doing so little, Regenix was able to get the follow-up kill pretty easily.
Detonating the crash bomb with the down tilt and going back in with a back air. The crash bomb not even making its mark before disappearing. Just a crouch into a down tilt. That slide debuting in Mega Man 4, looking to do a little bit of damage to Lyto and ensure Regenix is back in the neutral, but once again he finds himself straight back into disadvantage at ledge, reading a jump from Lyto, who's perfectly comfortable to sit back and use the plethora of projectile that Palutena packs. She wants to finish this game as quick as she can to preserve as much energy as she can potentially for a showdown with Curry Governor, but Regenix is slowly finding his way back in until Palutena shows him the way out with a dash attack.
Yep, an unfortunate angle. Regenix already trying to move towards the opponent. It instead gave us some slightly dodgy DI on that situation. Instead, we have an F smash, and Regenix's hit rate with these forward smashes have been the best I've ever seen from any Mega Man, to be honest, and back air has completely equalized the game. Crash Bomber did not hit Palutena on the Angel platform.
Went straight through.
Okay, a little weird, but we knew.
I guess the Goddess of Light gets certain privileges on the Angel platform and wants to extend that lead she has accrued by keeping Regenix off stage. He does get back and wants to force Palutena into a situation herself, but is unable to because of those invincible options and his own crash bomb backfiring, looking like the wily wall, unable to break through the defenses of Lyto for a consistent amount of time. The teleport to platform was red, but the air shoot and a lovely teleport cancel means that Lyto is able to get out of dodge quick enough to not get trapped in the vortex the air shooter creates, trying to jab through the auto reticle and holding shield wisely there, catching though with a metal blade into a forward air. Things are looking a little bit dicey, going high though to avoid a potential hard knuckle, and Lyto steals the metal blade.
And the close range explosive flame was there, anticipating that Regenix would run in to get himself out of that dangerous position at ledge, but up smash even more dangerous. Lyto takes game number 1.
It's been something that Regenix has relied upon across a plethora of sets today. The fact that up smash is going to scoop from both sides because Mega Man's raising both his hands above his head to activate it, but Lyto just stayed calm, stayed composed, shields it, and answers back with something a little lighter than those up smashes, answering back with an up smash of Palutena's variety, and it's far bigger and it's far stronger, sending Mega Man up and away and guaranteeing that Lyto will have a advantage here in game 2. We saw Regenix use the options really, really well, but just couldn't quite make up for that early lead that Lyto was able to establish here, wanting to do so, getting out of the Nair train, unable to leave the station, but unable to leave the corner without pellets. Here is Mega Man.
Yep, green characters, green stage, green moves in the Leaf Shield. But is it going to be green lining Lyto's pockets if he's able to get some second place money or indeed first place money? For now, Regenix is looking to stake the claim, getting down from that platform, but Explosive Flame, they haven't been working out too magnificently in terms of hitting, but they have still been limiting the space that Regenix can occupy.
Absolutely spot on there, and we see lovely use of Mega Man's own Metal Blade going for fair Metal Blade Nair. Not able to get much off of it aside from that initial conversion and getting caught with the Metal Blade in the air. There is Lyto Z dropping to try and catch it, and you could tell Regenix wanted a ledge jump. Instead, it's a simple slash claw to establish a lead in this second game. Beautiful use there of the down throw into the slash claw just to send Palutena off stage. Wants to trap Lyto in the corner this time. You've got to think, is Regenix here? You've got a lead, now you've got to keep hold of it. I like the idea of setting the slash claw, going hard to get yourself back so you're not going to be hit by it, and then challenging Lyto, who's followed you, to go low to deal with it. Back airing out of a bad time though, and the invincibility pays dividends to Lyto, who needs just one big hit. The down throw. Oh, wow. No tech, and lands the up smash.
Yeah, it was a sour spot on the outer side of that up smash, but it's still going to help to get that involved. Again, Regenix threatening with those empty hops, knowing that the moment you do press the Z button, it can drop the Metal Blade straight into an up tilt or a back air. It's always a threat. That's why we like to see Regenix just threatening the option, even when you're not ready to drop that gear yet.
Great awareness, wow. And there we go. The spark shot lands. It's marked that time, the up smash, but it's the explosive flame that sends Regenix up, and away here. Lyto going to platform, but getting F smashed on the return to normal stage level. There we are. Oh, air dodge off stage. Mega Man able to make it back because of that rush coil and the safe jump there. And Lyto wants to start an air train, but unable to leave the station. Derailed by someone slashing the tracks with a slash claw. Here we are, just waiting at ledge, so patiently. I've got a Metal Blade. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to get dash attack because Palutena is uncontestable when she's running straight at you. Gets the drag down on the net, but able to get back again with a very high rush coil, and it's the flame blast, the flame burst bottom one that almost seals out that second stock. The
lingering hitboxes of that down smash still super useful as well. It's the first time we've seen Regenix pop down smash in this entire top 8. But, you know, you can take pride in all of them hitting, even if it's not the strongest version, but the strongest flame slash. Absolutely getting rid of it. And once again, Palutena does not give a damn about Crash Bomber when you're on the Angel platform. She just says, Angels? I own the Angels. They're my property.
They are my people, and this is my stage, and I want this to be my set, says Lyto, but Mega Man fires back under the command of Regenix, using the Metal Blade to convert very nicely into a couple. It's double jumping to get away from the explosive flame, but waiting to pop the second jump just so you can get back without having to land with as much lag. And Lyto unable to contest. There we go, down air, would want an up air to follow up and goes for it. That time doesn't land it though. And it's the Leaf Shield of Mega Man that comes out, wants the Flame Sword, but doesn't find it. You've got a big advantage, and it's going to get bigger with that up smash there, catching for the second time this game after not quite managing it the first one.
Yeah, hit from so far away, but the back throw of Lyto, you've always got to be ready for that. If you're in that corner with a Palutena, they usually have one thought on their minds, and they just have to be careful not to be too obvious with it, but Regenix walked right into danger with that one. Lyto could still make this happen if we just get a few more of those spin cycles in with the Nair. You could be closer to even.
Going to challenge the Leaf Shield with the back air. It spins, and ultimately neither player really wins that interaction, just resetting to neutral. Mega Man though taking a couple big hits and is forced into the corner. That's where Lyto wants you. Good rush call to get up and away from that horrid situation, and this lead, while still there for Regenix, is slowly starting to diminish here. A couple more big hits and Lyto's going to be looking for a big finish here, getting back to ledge with a teleport as Mega Man throws out another F smash, but Lyto that time catching the Metal Blade, but catching a Flame Sword to the face, burning through the lead that Lyto had established with that first game and gating Regenix on the board.
Such good recognition as well, because noting that if Lyto has got the Metal Blade in hand, what's Lyto going to do with it? Most likely throw it forwards. So I'm going to get above you, come down with the Flame Sword, and get the kill before you've even got the opportunity to use it. It's not like you're at risk of getting up tilted in that situation, for instance, or otherwise you're just going to throw the Metal Blade up. So let's get another game going. It's 1-1. It's really close and exciting right now.
Absolutely. I think this is the best I've ever seen Regenix play around Lyto's options, just really cluing in from that game one, sticking to that game plan and sticking it to Palutena in that second game. Lyto taking a step back now, just calming it down. I'll throw out some projectiles. It'll be lovely, and I'll get caught with an air shoot, but able to be rolling out because of the positioning. I like that. And a beautiful use of air shooter to stall Palu in the air so she can't get down. We saw Regenix employ this a little earlier in bracket, but is using it now so effectively, wanting a ledge jump into a back air, but just keeps Palutena locked in the corner, does not want to let her out. She forces her way with a dash attack, but a back throw comes out from Regenix, and here we are. This lead was established in a beautiful reflect on the projectile F smash of Mega Man into an explosive flame, but it's an up smash that Regenix wants to use to finish this first stock. Oh, another F smash!
It does not kill, but Regenix absolutely had the opportunity as soon as Lyto had revealed that he was drifting to the left. Cover the entire left side of the stage with the Mega Buster, why don't you? Just barely hanging on now, Lyto. Again, not able to get a ledge trump scenario, but will get the damage of the Metal Blade itself. Can you read how Lyto's going to get off this ledge? Does get the back air, only the final hit, but that's the only one you needed.
Yeah, the lethal launcher of the Slash Claws final hit finds its mark. Lyto waiting there, crouching, threatening to reflect, but doesn't quite get off in that scenario. Mega Man out of the corner and straight into a Flame Sword, which doesn't quite land its mark after a successful down throw. The percentages are starting to climb after a forward air into a back air, looking like Wolf at the moment. And there we go, another Slash Claw is going to connect for Regenix, who at the moment is looking far more dominant, able to throw that Metal Blade just to keep Palutena occupied while shielding the explosive flame and ready to just... an ill-advised counter. Very rare.
But just reactively playing around it, getting the Leaf Shield out of the way so that you can go and grab it instead. Regenix does not get the up B out though, was trying to avoid the down air too strongly in the end and just hit the blast zone before the recovery was pressed.
Just wanting to get back and continue building that extra credit, which at the moment looks like it's dissipating rather quickly here. Lyto getting hit by a forward air and doesn't come down. Wants a second explosive flame to confirm into an up air later on, doesn't manage it, but Regenix doesn't manage to get anything big to finish off Lyto. You need to continue this momentum. You want something big, but Lyto's up smash is bigger than anything you're going to throw. Gets the Slash Claw out of shield, wants to read something to get a big hit. You trap Lyto at ledge so well, stock one, but now you've fallen a little bit behind. Lyto's almost equalized after you had 76% extra credit, and Lyto takes the lead.
It has happened. Lyto waited for the moment, and now we see it. Regenix forced to make a comeback. We did see a little up smash out of disadvantage within that final string as well. The up smashes have been getting less successful as time goes on for Regenix in this set. There's a lot in common between Mega Man's up smash and his back air that we do see taking the kill. They are very fast, they are very strong, they are not very safe. And if you whip it, you are going to get punished because you have not pushed your opponent back whatsoever.
Just air dodging into the explosive flame there, wanting to get a grab, but just a hair too short on distance, playing around the explosive flame there and wanting to lock Lyto into the corner, does so and gets a down throw slash claw for his troubles there. Does Regenix, waiting to see where Lyto goes, but throwing the Metal Blade a hair too slow and getting up smashed for it. Able to return safely to the stage, but wants to return the absolute pummeling that Lyto has laid on ever since that second stock was taken and the lead was lost. I like the idea of baiting out the counter and grabbing the up smash that was about to come out.
Yeah, we're seeing both up smashes get punished in their startup frames now. Fantastic stuff from both, but Lyto, there's a lot more pressure, I feel, to close this one out after you've done the hard work of making the comeback. Now you just need to close out the game, but Regenix is going to keep chipping away if you're not careful, just throwing out some pellets, cancelling that auto reticle the moment it appeared. Regenix, can you get a kill option off of Lyto's recovery? Gets the hitbox of the Metal Blade, but again, nobody at the ledge to trump. The back air does it. Instead, Regenix is one game away from Grand Finals, 2-1 lead.
And we saw a massive amount of adaptation there from Regenix, just dialing up the aggression so much at the start of that game, to the point where Lyto had to make a ginormous comeback, able to use and convert off the projectiles so effectively and punish Lyto for getting those little stray hits as well. Yes, the percentages were equalized and the stocks were very, very equal by the end, but those Z-drop Metal Blades at ledge was starting to connect more and more. We've seen them chased all day, and in this set they connected thrice without the follow-up slash claw that Regenix wants to hit. If we can see that start to connect, things are going to look very, very bad for Lyto. However, Lyto was able to claw it back, and we're going to see if the claws of the slash claw are going to be sharp enough to lock Lyto out of a grand final slot, or if we're going to go one more time, Tail of the Toaster.
Yeah, Regenix has had a lot of Game 5s in this tournament already, taking one over Achilles, taking one over Command. At the moment, you have the 2-1 over Lyto, somebody that you've struggled to deal with within earlier this tournament. But will we see another Game 5 clutch situation, or will it even get to that point in the first place? Regenix is obviously hoping to avoid that one. Lyto is just stuck underneath this platform at the moment, tall character, so Mega Man can kind of throw the projectiles at any level and either cover the standing height or the jump towards that platform as well.
Using the Metal Blade to stop Mega Man from coming back and keeping Regenix at ledge, jumping to catch the rush coil with a neutral air, and the active hitbox is proving very troublesome at the moment, having to shield the crash bomb, but getting the down tilt on the rush coil into the forenet to finish things off. Lyto takes stock one in just over a minute here. Regenix looking to answer back with some air shooters, launching Palutena a little bit awry and wants a mega upper originating in Marvel vs. Capcom, but not quite landing its mark at that moment. An air dodge is called out, and Regenix, you gotta think, after you've made all that progress, it's been undone in one stock here as Lyto looks to continue a very dominant looking game 4.
But again, getting yourself out of that close range with the leaf shield, once you've spawned it next to them, they can't punish you unless you stay put. So Regenix rightfully backing away. It was interesting to see that up tilt as well for the first time earlier in the set. Usually you at least see it as a combo finisher out of a Z-drop Metal Blade, but we just have barely seen Regenix use it in any circumstance. Just the same as a down smash we've seen only one time, but we've seen plenty of back throws over the course of the sets we've seen from him today, and they have been pretty successful, as have the up smashes, generally speaking.
Here we are, and speaking of success, the crash bomb once again does not find success on that Angel platform.
Well, that time it was different because it wasn't aimed at Palutena on the Angel platform, it was aimed just beneath Palutena, trying to catch her on the actual respawn to the stage itself, instead of shooting at somebody who's on the platform. If it's not going to work on the platform, how about when you get off it? But Lyto did not get off platform in time.
Here we are shooting that air shooter to try and tack some percentage on, and there we are landing a Metal Blade but not wanting to overextend because it's going to lead to bad things, and the worst possible scenario did come out there. The back throw, which was avoided so well just moments ago, finds its mark finally here. Lyto's Nair train has left the station, and the only person aboard is Regenix, getting taken to 50s, 60s off the back of just one string from Lyto. Manages to land a Leaf Shield to keep things a little bit even, but they aren't even in terms of stocks. Besides, the percentage lead wants another up smash, but doesn't find it, so it's a parry into down air, wants to catch with a flying up air to catch Mega Man in the sky. Instead, Regenix fading out and landing with a flame sword to keep things even. It's another up smash. It's not going to kill, though. It's got to be getting stale by this point.
I do want to know if an up tilt would have worked in that situation as well. It's a little bit slower, but it probably would have killed. The back air will instead do it, and finally we see a Crash Bomber connect with a Palutena, which has just dropped off of the Angel platform. We are getting better and better at it as time goes on. Let's use it out disadvantage as well, because it's one of those moves where there's often no downside to using it. It's very hard to... It's basically unpunishable in certain situations, and it's currently attached to Palu again, but a game of tag was given back to Mega Man.
Great use of Palu's movement there just to give it back, and wants to use an F smash to finish things off, and at the very least you're going to get a win box, which is going to push Mega Man straight in disadvantage. Perfect. Wanting an F smash to grab a bit more percent, but instead grabs Metal Blade. Instead goes for Slash Claw. Regenix wants to finish this then, and now does not want a game 5 because Palutena wears you down over time, especially when piloted as expertly as Lyto does. Wants big options, wants big hits, but needs to just chip away potentially a little bit more with these safer options, with the Metal Blades, with the pellets. Just don't get in Palutena's face, because her invincible options are going to be so potent at these percentages. You gotta get past an invincible back air. You do it once, and the second one does not come out.
This is fairly similar to what we were seeing in the previous game as well. Lyto had reclaimed the lead in the situation it mattered most, but Regenix was able to just sneak away and get a kill when it was least expected, because he wasn't taking any risks. And that same playstyle is coming out, but unfortunately the mildest of risks in doing a neutral get up at the ledge is going to get you back thrown. We do have another Regenix Game 5, and I think the first Game 5 for Lyto all tournament.
It's such a testament to the mental fortitude of Lyto to be able to go into a set that's this long and then claw back a lead that was slowly starting to slip away, keeping calm, keeping composed, and just saying, you, get here. Whoop! You're off and away. The tried and true Lyto back throw, unseating Regenix. We're going back one more time. Who's going to earn that clash with Curry Governor to crown the king of the hill? And who's going to be sent home in third place? Let's find out here. At the moment, Lyto has applied superb pressure with a combination of projectiles from Palutena and Mega Man's own moves. Here we are going for a neutral air to take Mega Man away, but we see here Regenix just throwing out the air shooter just in case Lyto does go for that aerial approach, keeping the Metal Blade on hand just in case, and there we go, stalling out superbly, getting the air shooter's first couple hits, but getting nared for his trouble into an invincible back air, into an explosive flame, almost into a auto reticle, but Lyto's at ledge, not getting the grab because you were pushed that little bit back by Lyto.
Yeah, the frame advantage was there, but the positioning was not. Mega Man's standing grab range tends to be pretty good as well. That's quite a surprising interaction, but the pushback can be hard to deal with. Breaking through that shield there with the Nair, which was already looking a little too small. Things are going from bad to worse right now as the up smash connects, and Lyto is a stock up here in this critical Game 5.
Things were looking so far in the advantage of Regenix, but Lyto has managed to unseat the advantage that Regenix found himself in and is clawing back not just the last game but this entire set, already having lapped Regenix in terms of percentages, not able to find any really big meaningful hits that could close out a stock. There we go, Metal Blade into the back throw, wanting to apply more pressure, and there we go, another one, sending Lyto off stage, but you need to get something, a footstool, out of it, and wants the hard knuckle but doesn't land it.
Yeah, Lyto delaying the recovery to the absolute last possible moment, just barely breaking around what I thought was the perfect timing for that hard knuckle. But Regenix must find another answer now, instead gets up into the down tilt. We have been seeing Lyto punish these neutral get-ups from Regenix quite often now, and it's not as though it's a bad idea. Usually it's one of the safer things you can go for, but now if you want to make it a grand finals, you've got to make a reverse 3-stock Regenix, and what a demand to ask of anyone.
A certainly huge hill to climb here if we are to see Regenix take a spot in grand finals. Lyto ready though to call out every option. A big footstool there, but a fall down air shooter isn't enough. You are 2 stocks down and at 64%. The extra credit is so extra at the moment. It almost seems unfathomable for Regenix to climb back, but gets the Metal Blade into the Slash Claw and wants to finish things. Gets the Z drop, but no connection on the Metal Blade again. Needs something big, but Lyto just willing now to challenge Regenix, who is getting increasingly desperate to finish things off here, keeping things solidly in his favor as Lyto goes to chase a jump out of disadvantage into a up air, but instead gets the back throw to create another offstage situation. It's looking very, very dicey as the back air start to come out.
Now do you get away? Just goes for the roll to the left. Mega Man a little bit exposed afterwards. Leaf Shield will finally allow you back on, but this is just to get the first stock. Things are getting so dicey. The forward throw is not going to kill either. Regenix falls into that explosive flame, and Lyto, disappearing with the warp at the end, finishes it with a 3-stock. Just kind of allowed Regenix to dream of the set win. The first one that he would have ever achieved at not a weekly, but in a major tournament. Get those PR implications in the discussion. But Regenix, despite going 2 games up and despite coming really, really close to securing a 3-1, it's Lyto who moves on again and books a place in Grand Final.